And hello again, Internet. This is just going to be a quick video to give my final thoughts on Panzermadels. I had already recorded part of this yesterday, showing off my initial impressions to what the heck am I playing, but didn't want to do the entire thing on stream because, well, at that point, if you are curious, you might as well go ahead and pick this up yourself and see where it goes. There are branching path stories, although it doesn't matter that much. What I'm really doing at this point is just giving my review of the game. Well, visual novel, because I've never actually run one of these before. And I'm going to judge it based on the story itself. Now, it's an unusual theme. There is absolutely no doubt about that. As you can see, tank girls. But they're just anime girls, that's it. There's really nothing special about it other than they make references about tanks. And this I have a problem with. Not the theme, because stuff like Cooley exists, etc. They don't do anything with it. And I'm all for unusual settings. I've done a bit of writing myself. I've created very unusual settings, very unusual characters. This is also something that's not truly unique in anime. For example, as I mentioned, Cooley. There's other various themes. They're basically trying to take it off of harem animes. Tenchi, Tenchi Moyo, or in that series. Oh, what's another good one? Ranma 1/2, Saber Marionette J. You want to get more recent, there's Monster Munin, stuff like that. And this even hits a lot of the tropes. And it is making fun of the genre. There's no way around it. But it even makes fun of some of the tropes. You see, you got an occult club going on. They have a school festival. There's a hot spring part. There's a beach part. But as a story, I think it could have done with a bit more detail. I would like it if the choices you made did something other than give you a different branching scene. If it actually had an impact on something. In the end, nothing you do matters. You get the same ending regardless, just depends on which one you're with at the time. And even that, your choices do actually determine which options are available, but they all end up the same way anyway, so it doesn't matter. There's even some sections where your choice is literally irrelevant. It doesn't matter what you pick, the very next thing that comes up is the same regardless. I don't like that. There should be some choice, there should be some consequence if they're going to try to do this as an interactive medium, which a visual novel like this is. Well, I mean, this one in particular, don't give the person choices if there aren't any. That's all I'm saying there. A little bit more care could have been done for story points. There's a couple Chekhov's guns that don't go anywhere. For example, near the beginning, you're told about a field manual because you're supposed to be wearing a helmet. Helmets never come back into play. The field manual doesn't go anywhere. What you run into trying to get the field manual doesn't go anywhere. And it should! There is ample opportunity for jokes with this. But they're just ideas that are dropped so they can get on to the next one. Now, am I judging this too harshly? Am I trying to consider this too... Am I putting too much thought into this? This is just some stupid little game that I shouldn't worry about. I should just accept it for what it is. Maybe, but the theme interests me. Not you know, high school girls, stuff like that. The fact that this is a tank. This is a Panzer IV here. This is a mouse. So do something with it. Explain how it is a tank and a girl at the same time. Explain how she knows various instances from World War II as if she were there. Is she a specific Panzer IV? Is she all Panzer IVs? Questions like that would be good to have some sort of answer to. And the theme lends itself to even more than these guys give it credit for. This game in a word, is lazy. I liken this game to BuzzFeed clickbait. Top 15 tanks turn to anime girls. You won't believe number 7. Because that's all it is. They're trying to say, hey, look, here's this really interesting theme. Pay for it and see what it does. And it doesn't do anything. I would like it to have done something. I would fully support this if there was more attention put into the story, more attention put into what happens, what your choices do. If the Chekhov's gun, if you actually did have to find that field manual, somehow, you have to find your way to it. And the thing is, I comment on, I have not really played dating sims before, but I know about them, and I know about them from the 90s, the same as, actually probably even early 2000s, the same as most of the games that I play. They had these stupid little dating sims on like handheld consoles. I think there was like Game Boy versions and such. I think. My memory could be a bit fuzzy on this. But even in those, there was a goal. It was a game. You had to try to balance things out and make the right choices in order to get a desirable ending and outcome. And honestly, I was expecting that from this. When you say tank dating simulator has a specific meaning, and this just isn't. This would be like calling this first-person shooter, because you're in first person and there are guns. It doesn't work. And I wish it would. I wish they would have put more thought into it. That there was more story here. And even those old dating simulators, yeah, they got a bad reputation for the same type of reason of there were a lot of them where your choices were completely random, basically. What you were doing impacted the story, yes, but there was no indication ahead of time what could possibly be a right answer and what could possibly be a wrong answer. They were just choices, and you had to pick and choose, trial and error to find out what was right. And there was a lot of those. Those are badly written ones, and they make the entire genre go down. But supposedly, there had to be some good ones, or people wouldn't have bought the bad ones to begin with. I don't know. I guess what I'm really saying is I could have liked this, even for what it is, even as silly and stupid as anime tank girls. I could have liked it if they'd written more for it, if they cared about this beyond trying to make a quick buck. Because you can treat this better. Like, okay, the Bob Simple here. Bob Simple is a New Zealand tank, quote, tank, unquote, that was literally, they threw some sheet metal around a tractor and put some guns on it. Nowhere in this game does it try to connect that instance with her. That's just a tank that people know about. It's funny, haha, laugh. That's the same quality of writing as the movies these days. Oh, you recognize that? That must mean it's funny. We can have quality stuff. Why can't we expect quality? Why shouldn't we expect quality? Even in our just cheap little crap like this, have something in it. And like I said, maybe I'm putting too much thought into it. Maybe it was never designed to be looked at with anything other than, oh my god, what a stupid idea, next. But you can make it more. And I would have liked to have seen it made more. Oh well. Oh, we'll see what happens if I ever play anything like this again, and I might. There are definitely more weird ones out there. But maybe I'm just the wrong person to review them. I wanted to give my actual opinion of this game, though, because I did start it. I did go through part of it, and even when it was done, I went through, I finished it. I even went through and checked a bunch of the branching paths. I checked the alternate at that starting screen. You see here, where is it? No. Can I quit out of the game here? Return to title screen. Yes. This right here would have been hilarious if there was a second storyline, or even if it changed the story and had your character being a total communist propagandist the entire time. It doesn't. It changes nothing. The game goes through like normal. All it changes is the front screen and kind of makes fun of the fact that socialists, ha ha ha, or communists, whatever. That's the joke. The joke is it says comrade. You couldn't do more with it? Really? You just rushed it out as quickly as you could to try to make it buck. Whatever. And there is, as you see, a gallery. You just get a gallery based on what you finished it with. That's all. So there, now you've seen the ending to Panzer. You don't have to anymore. No, I don't recommend. Unless you think the theme is funny. There are good jokes in it. There are some things that I really did laugh at. But not enough to be worth my time. So that's my thoughts on the game. Not ultimately worth it. But what was I expecting, really? Oh well. That's it for today. Tomorrow we'll be back with more Blake Stone, Aliens of Gold. Till then, Internet, take care and enjoy the games you play, or in this case, the visual novels you read.